me on my person, you know. So I'm excited for that, definitely.
And it's so cute because like you're talking to it, but I feel like you're like freestyling. Like I don't know, I feel like it's like a little fun.
One of my biggest, and I don't hold this against me. I don't, you know, I hope it's probably gonna come back to bite me in, but my history teacher in high school, one of my favorite teachers, always told me, "Fake it till you make it." You know, that was his thing. You know, you come in, you may not know the answers. Hey, look, fake it till you make it. You know, you got to get there somehow, some way. So just go ahead, wing it. So that's kind of how I've always been, that whole freestyler in regards to speaking, presentations, and everything like that. I kind of just wing it and just let it flow.
So we're ready for a freestyle, right, guys?
She put you on the spot. She put you on the spot.
All right. I mean, if that's what we doing, I mean, I'm looking for it.
Hey, you don't come in here and bring us tracks and don't think you're not gonna get.
I mean, I was expecting. I literally told my pops outside. I'm like, man. He was like, "You nervous?" I was like, I feel like they're gonna ask me, you know, regular interview questions. I was like, I'm more so nervous about freestyling on live air. You know, I freestyle in front of my guys and stuff, you know, all the time, but. In regards to this setting, I'm like, whoa, you know.
If you did not know, this is Floh with the show right here. Okay. So, Floh require bars.
Okay. Go ahead. Just give me 8 bars and I'll give you a judgment.
Okay. Can we rock a beat or are we just doing this acapella?
Straight out your head.
Okay. All right. Let me see.
Beats sometimes hide the words.
Sometimes they do. Sometimes they do. A lot of times they help me get them out. But it's all right. Let me see. Okay.
I can tell if you wrote it.
He's like, don't cheat.
Don't trip. I'm one of them type too. You know, when I hear somebody say their freestyle, I'm really listening to see if it's something they wrote or something they come off the top. To me, I feel like if you mess up, it's cool. It's a freestyle. You know, ain't nobody expecting you to be able to just have all the words. So, I mean, I'm gonna give it my best shot for sure. But let me try to get a little makeshift
I'm gonna
beat
make
in my
it
head.
easy for you. 4 bars.
I'm probably gonna keep going, but let me see.
Ooh, I like that.
Chilling in the studio with my boy Floh, trying to kick open the dough, man. I really need some dough. I really need some cash. I really need a bag. Gotta get it fast, man. Shout out to the hashtag. I'ma put it on the gram for the gram. I need some grams so I can roll up. You know, the plan is to get the bands and forget the stands. I'm just trying to be the man with the plan. I gotta get it for sure. It's never written. I'm coming off of the top, off of my dome. I hope you know, Floh. Look. I'm colder than the Eskimo, watch me blow snow. I ain't talking that snow though, I line it up. Put it down, watch me write it up like I was finna light it up. Slipping on the beat still, I gotta make it sweet. Watch your teeth, talking dentistry. You know what I mean, look. Y'all that I mean, this is the scene, headed straight for the green. I'm talking family.
Okay, sounds okay.
There you go. That's Coreyy G.
That's Coreyy G.
5.6.
Hey, I'll take it. Look, I'm gonna get better for sure. This is my first time spitting freestyle on live air, so look, that's good. I was expecting me to not be able to rhyme a word.
Hey, never let them know that though.
Never let them know. I'll cut that part out that you just said.
Make it until you make it, remember.
You know what I'm saying? Let me ask you something, bro. Who are you more closer to, your mother or your father?
Ooh, okay, y'all put me in a hot seat. I grew up. My pops left when I was a little kid. I grew up with my mom, and I got to see my pops about every other weekend. And then over the summer, though, when I would go visit, you know, he usually was always at work, or it was just always a lot going on. We would get dropped off at the Boys and Girls Club for the whole day, pretty much, and then we would come back just in time for dinner and bed, you know. So I grew up being real close to my mom, because during school I was out there with her. She had trouble with work, so a lot of the time she was at home. So I grew up real like, in regards, just to answer the question short, my mom, definitely my mom.
So how did you and your pop start working together?
Football in high school. I grew up playing football. He started shooting photography, taking pictures of me at my games. And then once he got into that craft, and I was already into the technology scene. That's one thing we did have in common. We definitely like computers and technology and all of that stuff. We just kind of, our paths kind of combined. And then I got to college and started working with media. I was a media and cultural studies major in college. So I would come to him for media tips. Again, that's when I was making my video projects and doing music videos and making songs and all of that stuff. So I would asking for help. Hey, we had our own little group organization at the UCR. UC Riverside is the school I went to. We had our own little party organization. We would throw parties and host them and stuff like that. So I would always ask my pops for helps in regards to making the videos and how to market them and how to get them out and what to do for this and that. So that's when we kind of got closer into the scene, and he kind of got ahead of what I was looking for
in that situation.
And it's okay for a handsome man to cry, you know?
Oh yeah, I was fighting him back now, but
you almost made me cry
no,
too.
I'm sorry, it's
that's all good. That's what it's for, man. Therapeutic. But Floh asks you those kind of questions because he used to be a counselor.
Okay.
And he from the streets and you know, Los Angeles,
okay.
South Central.
Yeah.
So you know,
I appreciate
I'm
that.
from the gang life. I'm from the whole thing, so I get it.
Thank you for
know
your
what I'm
service,
saying?
by the way.
But
Man, I appreciate that.
yeah, but I only ask you them questions because rap game isn't all happy and glory and the cars and the women. It's also the struggle, and a lot of people don't understand the struggle of it all. I mean, just getting on this radio station ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and I commend you and your pops for working it out and doing, you know, and working in the business together after all that time, because most black men don't have their fathers at all.
Exactly. I was like, I'm real blessed to have him in here now, even though it wasn't how I would have wanted it back then. Now it's still good enough for me. I'll take it. For sure.
And it gives you incentive to be a better father to your son.
Definitely.
Or daughter when it comes.
Exactly.
If you don't have any already.
No, I don't. No, definitely not.
All right. Well, anything else before we go?
Any other questions for anybody else? I'll make the closing remarks if y'all done or whatever.
We got to make them happy now. So.
No, I congratulate you. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can shout out.
I definitely want to give a shout out to my family and friends first and foremost. You know, that supported me. Specifically, I want to give a shout out to my pops for being here and, you know, helping me along the path. I want to give a shout out to Lala and Maxie and Dave and Floh and the camera guy, everybody up here who allowed me to come up here today and, you know, and get this off my chest and speak on my behalf.
And what's Pop's names again?
Corey.
Corey.
Yeah, I'm a junior.
Oh, but what's your nickname?
Handsome.
Oh, Handsome.
That's
Yeah, thanks for all this handsome stuff.
We have all the handsome stuff. I have the pin already on.
Definitely. There's a lot
I'm
more
a handsome girl.
He also have
and if y'all got any chains coming out, you know, just slide them over this way.
He might have some spots open for some models too. He was
there you go.
Oh yeah, we need a model in a month for the issue that I'm gonna be on. So I want to make sure that model was up to par in regards to
Caliente got the hot one.
Got the fire, okay.
Listen, I'm already handsome girl. I put the pin on. I'm in business.
Latin flavor from the Caliente show.
Well, she's not even Latin. What are you again?
I'm Argentinian.
Argentinian.
Kind of like from Long Beach to Argentina.
I love mate.
Oh, I love mate. I was thinking when you gave me this is perfect to drink mate. Oh my God, we were thinking the same. Love it.
Y'all got a connection. Okay. Anyway, this is the Caliente show, and you know, we do what we do. You know, thank you, Dave, for bringing this brother over. You know,
sir.
Shout out to Snoop and all and whatnot. Are you with Snoop yet?
No. I've done some work for the Pomona City Movement and for Doggy Style Records and stuff like that, but I'm not affiliated with their group. I do my own thing.
Oh, okay, that's cool. You ever work with Pomona Dre?
Yeah, I actually did a track with him. That's what we were talking about when we came in. I did the track. What is it? 5 in the morning, 5 a.m. Yeah, I'm on that one. I'm the last one on that verse. Yeah, he cool.
Did you go to his mama's
family.
funeral?
No, I did not.
Yeah, I went to his mama's funeral, man. I caught an Uber from LA to his mama's funeral.
That's real love right there.
Yeah, and he ain't even my homeboy. Yeah. But I just like him.
You gotta pay your respect for
I just like him. Anyway, man, let's keep it real. Let's keep it going. You know what I'm saying?
The Caliente show.
Get some pictures.
Appreciate that, Charles.
Yeah.